An older people job guide. Seniors looking for work 1. Most employers want younger people because they're fresher, more energetic, they can mold them, plus the costs of benefits like medical, dental, insurance, etc. are less than for older people. Some jobs require an older, experienced person, but youth or early middle age is the real preference, so you have to mold yourself to look younger, act younger, make your resume look younger, all the while hitting home the point that you've been around, you've got the wisdom of life and job experience that you can help these people with. A TV show I saw painted a very bleak picture of older people looking for work, but my take on it was that these people were bleak, depressed, and old. They looked old, they acted old, got depressed when they couldn't find a job, and wallowed around in that post-50ish Hermann Hesse type morbidity that so many older people have. In contrast, there was a 55-year-old guy working with a computer startup company having a great time, kind of like the big brother/father figure/buddy to all these young guys. There was no problem there. He was a youthful older guy. That's how you find a job in your chosen field, or you decide to go into business for yourself. The only other alternative is to spread your wings in the workforce. Don't be so narrow-minded about your particular field. You have to look for a lower-paying job or skill amenable to seniors. Some occupations are good for older people, others throw you on the scrap heap after 50 in exchange for young talent. Face reality, find out where you stand in the real world and work from there. Don't expect things like the good old days in your mid-40s. You're now in the new disposable, scrap heap demographics of an older person. Face it and make use of yourself in a way that the world will accept. You might be perfectly able to do your chosen profession, but the world doesn't care. They want youth, so you have to adapt. Get that through your head, accept it and go with it. Many older people have some equity, most of your house paid off, kids raised, sowed all of your wild oats, seen what you wanted to see, so you can now pick alternatives like sell your big house and big car for smaller ones, thereby cutting back on expenses. Assuming you're healthy, because you don't need much to survive, you don't have to look for a full-fledged full-time job. Find something milder that you really like to do, a part-time job, teach a course, start a small-time business venture, etc. These are all reasonable alternatives you can do as long as you cut down on your living expenses by ridding your standard of living of all the extraneous things you don't really need. If you don't really need much money because of your equity, try some kind of leisurely occupation that you really love to do. If you're tough, you're never too old for anything. If you really want it, you can do it. Many people don't want to retire, and many people have no choice but to keep working to pay the bills. If work is what keeps you inspired, it is the elixir of your life, the fountain of youth. If you've got what it takes, more and more employers are willing to give you a shot because they know you've got experience and a work ethic. If you've got money, it still doesn't hurt to tinker in your favorite passions like inventing, writing, driving cab, fixing bikes, selling toys, etc. If in doubt about your skills, go to a temporary agency, take a job where you can work on upgrading your skills. Next, contact your state agency on aging and your local senior assistance center and ask about job training and job opportunities. You might want to start your own small business like selling something or providing a service. Your leverage should be experience and networking. You must know people in your field who can help you land a job. You could start a business. Do some soul searching and studying before you make your next move. Don't be rigid about expectations that match your previous job. Chances are it ain't gonna happen. Take what you can get, prove yourself, then see what happens. Look young, act inspired. If you act old and depressed, what else do you expect? Don't fake it acting like some fool in a midlife crisis. Act your age. You've been there, done that. You're mature enough to do a job right, and you're there because you need the money. No bull beyond this. Seniors looking for work too. Chances are that you have the luxury as to how much of your time you want to spend working. Some people take on 2 part-time jobs or do a part-time job and volunteer. It's fine if you've got a pension. Choose some form of work you'll enjoy. Create a resume that shows all your achievements in life so far. Convince others that you're up on current events. You can handle change. You're not in a time warp. Get training in a new field. You could possibly start teaching somewhere. Learn computer technology. Present yourself so that people want what you have to offer. All you have to do is discover your own inspired standard, then figure out a way to make money off it. I look around me all the time at people my age. I got a quality of life way better than all of them because most of them are brainwashed by the system as to what constitutes success and happiness, and they don't follow their true natures, which means they don't release their natural energy which sits inside of them unused, making them feel miserable. Don't be too proud to call up the place you retired from and ask for a new job. It shouldn't affect your pension. Just work as a temp or part-timer. Your best bet if you're a senior woman is try to get a job caring for someone like another senior or babies, either home health care, babysitting or nanny. Ask your local nursing organization for help in getting a job in this field. Other opportunities are desk clerk at an RV park, desk clerk at any hotel, clerical data entry work, medical and legal transcription, work at out-of-the-way health spas and resorts. Look in the yellow pages under listings of home care, health agencies, live-ins, companions, homemakers, and employment, temporary. Sell something that people need. Start a retail website. Look under oil drilling firms, lumber companies, farms, ranches, prisons and other out-of-the-way places that might need a cook and or a cleaner. Place ads in the personal saying you're looking for a ranch or farm to take care of or willing to do the cooking and cleaning. Check out ads in yachting magazines and Town and Country that are looking for a crew for a major cruise and offer to cook and clean. I once went down into the galley section of a 700 passenger capacity cruise ship. It's so huge down there and they need good workers, so I'm convinced if you were to write them a good letter stating that you're a senior with good hands and you would be an asset in the galley cutting up the onions, washing the dishes, cracking the eggs, cleaning, etc., they might give you a shot at a job. Older people job knowledge. The American Association of Retired Persons, AARP, is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to improving the lives of older Americans, particularly in the areas of health and finance. Membership is open to anyone aged 50 or older, retired or not, at a cost of about $10 a year. They have a pretty good discount travel service, mail order prescription drugs, widow service, and many free booklets. Ask for their catalog of free publications. They publish a newsletter called Working Age and on the website have sections entitled Working Options, Paying for College, Social Security, The Facts. Ask your local aging agency about it, the AARP, aarp.org, or contact any of the following agencies and ask about their Senior Community Service Employment Program / SCSEP programs. Books about job hunting for older people are at hashtag 650.140 or HD 6280 and HF 5382 of the Library of Congress System. American Association of Retired Persons, AARP. aarp.org. Senior Community Service Employment Program. Older Worker Program. deolata.gov/seniors, 877-872-5627. The federal government has a program for people over 55 without special skills looking for part-time or full-time work. Age discrimination at work. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act, ADEA, states that employers of 20 or more people cannot discriminate against prospective, qualified workers over 40 in all manner of the employment process from hiring to performance to termination. Some employers are afraid of the insurance liability and the stereotype of old, slow, and senile. You have rights under the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, first passed in 1967 and since amended several times. They're not allowed to discriminate against you based on age. There are three major provisions. BFOQ, bona fide occupational provision, a point of contention since an employer doesn't have to hire an older person if he can successfully argue that he needs a qualification an older worker doesn't have, like the ability to be alert at all times, carry a heavy load, etc. ROFA, reasonable factors other than age, is another potential cop-out for employers to resist hiring older people. For example, if there's a company rule about mandatory retirement at 62, then they can legally abide by the rule and not be held legally responsible. The third provision says that employers can fire anyone for good cause which is not necessarily related to his age, like he's incompetent, slows up the line, makes memory mistakes, etc. Although the ADEA protects everyone with the right to work until at least 70, top positions excluded, employers can get around the law by using these loopholes to ease people out early. Employers can offer generous early retirement benefits or simply eliminate the job, and there's nothing the elderly worker can legally do about it. The most common reasons older workers sue their bosses is mandatory retirement before 70 and either demotion or lack of promotion due to age. The ADEA defines higher positions as an executive officer or major policy maker, which are very subjective terms to define. The ADEA covers workers aged 40 to 70 and most employers except businesses with under 20 employees. Employers generally have the right to hire based on ability, so in many cases if they're backed into a corner, they just have to say the younger person was better than the older guy for the job based on ability, and that's it. Or if a senior is really a poor worker, he can be fired because of that, not because of his age. Job elimination is legal. If you want to fire an old worker, eliminate his job, just don't start up that position again for another year or so, because that will give him grounds for civil suit of age discrimination. Some laws for employers under the ADEA are: cannot exclude older workers from his potential hiring pool, meaning he can't specify that he just wants young people. Cannot refuse to hire based on age. Cannot fire based on age. Cannot pay differently based on age. Can't refuse to train someone based on age. Can't deny a promotion based on age. Can't have mandatory retirement before 70. Can't demote based on age. Can't transfer or refuse to transfer to new posting based on age. Can't retaliate on people who complain about age discrimination. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC, enforces Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. The law basically applies to all businesses and organizations, public and private, in all manner of employment from hiring, performance to termination. The law applies to unions in all the ways they influence employment practices. Technically, the law protects whistleblowers and any persons who expose discrimination or file a discrimination lawsuit from retaliation, but the reality can often be quite different. The Older Workers Benefit Protection Act, OWPA, though apparently quite complicated, basically states that an employer can't terminate you just because you're getting old or because they might save a few bucks on your pension plan. For example, some employers like to find some phony reason to fire their employees just before they work there 10 or 20 years, these lengths of time representing borders where certain pension benefits kick in. If you feel that you have been discriminated based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, pregnancy, or disability, you should file a charge with the nearest Equal Employment Opportunity Commission office. Get as many relevant facts in writing. Keep a journal, note your performance, get witnesses to incidents. Talk to your boss about what's going on. Try to resolve it with him without going through a lawyer. Keep your purse. File with the EEOC as soon after the incident as possible within 180 days. If you're with a federal agency, go through their process, contact the EEOC, and after 30 days, you can file a charge through the EEOC. They will review your case, contact the alleged transgressor, and make a determination. If he's guilty, they may try to resolve it between you two in peaceful manner. If that doesn't work, they may litigate and or advise that you take legal action against him. If 60 days have passed and the EEOC has not filed charges, file them with the employment discrimination lawyer. Look up recent cases in a local library to find the name of an active reputable employment discrimination lawyer. File as soon as possible because you can only get back pay for 2 years before the suit is filed or 3 years if the employer's violation is willful. If you win in court, you usually get back pay and lawyer's fees. The court may also order that you get your old job back or be paid until you find one of comparable value. If you can prove your boss willfully violated the ADEA, you can sue for double-called liquidated damages. Don't get carried away with endless litigation and appeals. The EEOC will try to get you justice in the following matters: back pay, hiring, promotion, reinstatement, benefit restoration, etc. Liquidated damages, compensatory damages for future monetary losses and mental anguish. Punitive damages where the employer acts with malice or reckless disregard for federally protected rights. Reasonable accommodations such as building a ramp for a disabled person. Correcting the source of the abuse. Getting the employer to publicly apologize and or post copies of EEOC laws in high visibility places. If you're older, don't let them lure you into early retirement unless you want it. Check out ERISA, Employment Retirement Income Security Act, about pension benefits, and check out COBRA, Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, which gives you the right to stay on the company's medical plan for up to 18 months as long as you make the monthly payments. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. EEOC.gov. American Civil Liberties in the Workplace. ACLU.org. Companies that hire older people. AARP.org, look for AARP best employers for workers over 50. Some companies that hire seniors are Adecco Employment Services, Melville, New York, AdeccoUSA.com. AT&T, ATT.com. Bonsecure Richmond Health System, Richmond, Virginia, bonsecures.com. Brethren Village, Lancaster, PA, BV.org, Retirement Community. Cambridge, Ma, Draper.com. Days Inns of America. Deere & Company, Moline, Illinois, JohnDeere.com. Delaware North Companies Incorporated, Buffalo, New York, DelawareNorth.com, hospitality and food service provider. DentaQuest Ventures Incorporated, Boston, Ma. DentaQuest.com, dental benefits. First Horizon National Corporation, Memphis, Gemini, Incorporated, Cannon Falls, Minnesota. General Electric, GE.com. Grumman Aerospace. Hardee's. Hewlett-Packard, HP.com. Hoffman LaRoche Incorporated, Nutley, New Jersey, RocheUSA.com, Healthcare. Honeywell. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Lee County Electric Cooperative, North Fort Myers, Florida, LCEC.net. Lincoln Financial Group, Philadelphia, PA, LFG.com, Financial. Loden Healthcare Incorporated, Leesburg, Virginia, lodenhealthcare.org. McDonald's, mcdonalds.com. Minnesota Life, St. Paul, Minnesota, minnesotalife.com, Financial. Mitratech Systems, Falls Church, Virginia, mitretech.org, Engineering Company. New York University Medical Center, New York, med.nyu.edu. North Memorial Healthcare, Robbinsdale, Minnesota. NorthMemorial.com. Pitney Bowes Incorporated, Stamford Court, pitneybowes.com. Polaroid. Principal Financial Group, Des Moines, Iowa. Principal.com. Seagrams. Signletters.com, manufacturer of metal and plastic letters for signage. Smurfit Stone Container Corporation, Clayton, Missouri, smurfit-stone.com, manufacturer of paperboard, packaging. Sunoco, Hartsville, South Carolina, sunoco.com, packaging. Stanley Consultants Incorporated, Muscatine, Iowa, stanleyconsultants.com, engineering. The Charles Stark Draper Laboratory Incorporated, The Vanguard Group, Valley Forge, PA. TN, firsthorizon.com, financial services. Vanguard.com, investment management. Volkswagen of America Incorporated, Auburn Hills MI. VW.com, cars. Walmart, Walmart.com. Walt Disney, Disney.com. Wellbro Building Corporation, Maitland, Florida, Welbro.com, construction. Westgate Resorts, Orlando, Florida, WestgateResorts.com, timeshares. Acuity.com/AcuityWeb/careers, Acuity. Aero.org/careers, Aerospace Corporation. AtlanticHealth.hodziq.com/job_start.asp, Atlantic Healthy System. bcbsnc.com/content/careers/index.htm, Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Careers.bonsecors.com, Bonsecor Recon Health System. cfhacareers.com, Central Florida Health Alliance. Kianbro.com/careers.aspx, Chanbro Corp. ohr.cornell.edu/jobs, Cornell University. fcci-group.com/careers/default.asp, FCCI Services Incorporated. fhnc.com, First Horizon. gmu.edu/department/ucs/student, George Mason University. kaiserpermanentejobs.org/default.aspx, Kaiser Permanente. massgeneral.org/careers, Massachusetts General Hospital. mercyhealthsystem.org, Mercy Health System. careers.michelin-us.com, Michelin North America. Mannheim.com/careers, Mannheim. jobs.nih.gov, National Institutes of Health. enrica.org/about/jobs/pages/default.aspx, National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, Enrica. pinnaclehealth.org/careers.aspx. pinnacol.com/careers, Pinnacle Assurance. stvincenthealth.com/careers, St. Vincent Health System. scripps.org/about-us_careers, Scripps Health. seccurion.com/seccurion/careers, SEC Financial Group. stanleyconsultants.com/careers.php, Stanley Consultants. wellstarcareers.org/index.asp, Wellstar. employmentsservices.hr.wvu.edu/wvu_jobs, West Virginia University. Caretaker/personal home services/house sitter/pet sitter. If you're a mature, responsible person, you could try to get a job as a caretaker of an estate, usually a farm, vacation home, or a ranch, or even the summer estate of a rich person. You get to live there for free while you earn money taking care of it. Check out ads in upscale magazines like Southern Living and Vermont Life of people looking for caretakers. It helps to get yourself bonded first. Some upscale regional magazines have ads looking for caretakers of property, usually the summer residences of rich people. Try the following newspaper. Caretaker Gazette. Caretaker.org. Ads for people who need their property cared for. Place ads in the personal saying you're looking for a ranch or farm to take care of or willing to do the cooking and cleaning. Look in the ads for apartment managers. Most of the opportunities will be listed under Help Wanted. Managing apartments consists of collecting rents, showing vacancies, making minor repairs such as leaky faucets, replacing light bulbs, and taking care of the grounds. Some units even pay a small salary depending on the size of the complex. In a very large complex there is usually a separate maintenance man and/or caretaker. The manager only handles rent collecting and showing the vacant units. These positions normally pay only a token salary along with free rent. House sitting is more attractive to the average person. The only drawback is that most opportunities are for short terms, 3 months to a year. However, if you only want to locate to an area for a short period of time, This is the way to do it and live rent-free. Use these websites to either hire a house or pet sitting service, apply to work for one, or get some ideas to start your own house and pet sitting service. Most house and pet sitting services are small one-person type businesses. AnimalHouseSitting.com, AZPetServices.com, Arizona. Caretaker.jobs.com, HousesItTingandMore.com. 40 Plus Clubs. 40 Plus is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping managerial and professional people over 40 in various ways. Executive search services, computer education, career changing, resume preparation, interview practice, etc. There is a moderate fee for these services. fp.org, fp.org/chapters, 40plus.org. Senior job websites / older people job websites. Studies have shown that the best work teams are those that combine younger and older people. There was a Frontline episode at pbs.org that said a lot of people will have to work past 65 because they get ripped up on their retirement plans by the high fees. Read my money book. Buy index mutual funds with low fees. There is no management fee because the funds just follow the stock indexes. aarp.org/state/ aarp.org/state/al aarp.org/state/me. nowcc.org, National Older Worker Career Center. The 50-plus workforce career resources. whatsnext.com. Resources for men and women who want to change careers, find more fulfilling work, or improve their work-life balance. SeniorServiceAmerica.org. Senior Service America, a nonprofit organization that helps provide training and employment opportunities to older adults who work to fill real community needs. LifeReimagined.aarp.org. Life Reimagined, tool from AARP to help people intentionally create the personal and professional life they want. Includes articles, programs, and online courses. aarp.org/money/careers, AARP, Careers After 50. Experienceworks.org. Retiredbrains.com, Retired Brains. Workforce50.com, Senior Job Bank. SeniorsForHire.org, Seniors for Hire. SeniorServiceAmerica.org, Senior Service America. SeniorsForHire.ca. RetirementJobs.com. RetiredWorker.ca. Prime50.com. 50plus.com. Retirement Jobs. RetirementJobs.com. SeniorHousingJobs.com. SeniorHousingJobs.com. SeniorJobsNetwork.com. 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 RetireCareers.com. RetireeCareers.com. RetireeWorkforce.com. Retirement.org. retirementcommunity.com/jobs/senior-jobs.php. retirementjobs.com. retirement-jobs-online.com. National Association of Older Workers. NCOA.org. National Council of the Aging. NCOA.org.